Relations tab. Ah. Ah! Ah! Oh yeah, I'm already trying to murder him, aren't I? Problem is, there aren't very many people that will join this damn thing. Why haven't you been invited? It's set to automatic. Oh, he accepted. Interesting. High Chief Manlik the Tenacious has chosen to accept your challenge to personal combat. So he's a 13 against my 78. You will use any means necessary to win the duel. I'll become deceitful. Nah, straight up fight. The sun is beginning to set when I meet High Chief Manlik, my heavy mudblade ready. After he clumsily dodges one attack, my next one lands perfectly. Frantically, the man attempts to cover his injured leg, but I've rarely seen so much blood. He's severely injured. He's one-legged. Could get infected. Oh, the clans like it if you're merciless. Alright, we'll murder him. If I can't get my agents to do it, I'll do it myself. This is going to be... Merrick. Eric. Okay. Always have to read those events very carefully to make sure it's not my leg that's cut off. Except in that instance it was... Excuse me. Leg cut off or murder. Young General Crick has finished his education in the ways of war. It seems he's learned all the basic skills. Don't care. You're random. Sell me my prisoners. Not to me. A diet of bread and water does not satisfy me anymore. I need something else, more delicious and filling. No longer temperate. I'm okay with that. Right, if I give this to you, you're still a direct vassal. So you should still stay in place. Good. And I'm going to help you build it up, because I'm nice. Although right now I do kind of need the money. I'm still going to help you build it up. Because it's definitely in my interest that it gets built up. So we need to be making more money. Come on, guys. Chop, chop. Moonwolf's been clutching at his stomach. Call the physician! Feeling much better. Perhaps he's deserving some prize. Absolutely. Pay him some money. Which he can then spend on upgrading his own fief. Steckle. Still only 12. Go away. Go away. Random courtier number 363. Go for it. A trial of faith. When you, after a long wait, are summoned to Lorraine's chambers again, you are excited. The mystical challenge lies ahead. What mystical challenge lies ahead this time? There's a spring in your step as you enter to find her standing like a statue, head bowed, hands holding something to you. Sometimes you wonder what this is when you're not around. Does she even move? What is this, you ask? Magic, she says naturally. The time has come for your spirit to choose its next vessel. No, don't be afraid. The breath of life within you is powerful enough to be passed on. You should be proud. She hands you a water skin and motions to the floor, and then she begins to hum. It is both melodic and eerie. You are so wise, Lorraine. You are floating in space. When you turn around, it feels as though you are moving underwater and can't seem to make a sound. There's a melody in your head that you can't quite wrap your head around. It is both soothing and frustrating. It is pulling at you, drawing you in. Suddenly you are moving at incredible speed. Just as you are trying to catch a glimpse of the little spot of light you are shooting towards, you realise it's you, yourself, lying on the floor. Lorraine leans over you, trying to wake you. You crash into your own body, and the first breath you draw feels magnificent. The seed of life is in you still, and I don't think you're the only one in there anymore, Lorraine says contentedly. My ancestors. I can feel them. I got a bloodline. I'm immortal. Infused by the spirit of your most powerful ancestors, you've become immortal. Kagan Saberbane the Wolf gains the trait Immortal. Becomes known as the founder of a bloodline, granting the following effects: prestige, health, and Taoist opinion. Alright. Lorraine's opinion of Kagan Saberbane changes by 35. Phenomenal student. Well, we are still 40, so we're not subject to old age. And there it is. Immortality. The character has achieved eternal life and will never succumb to the ravages of old age. The character is not invincible though. Physical injury will still hurt them. Time to become a Taoist. No, because the whole point of playing as these guys was to reform the faith. But do we have to be a Taoist for this to be active? No, you don't. The divine blood of Saberbane throws to the vein of all of his descendants, carrying a glimpse of its eternal power. +1 health is huge. And there's quite a lot of us already. And because we're Tengri, we're going to be just spreading like wildfire. That's the second bloodline I've started this game now. That one and Caitlyn, the legendaries. How is that one going? You probably don't have it. You don't even have the other one. Huh. No! Why? What? Dude. Get some more kids, quick! You have 3 concubines. They're all pretty young. You should be fine. Well, where are the bloodlines? There they are. So, I think that Dyer's bloodline is dead. Oops. And that's the one that I had. Oh no. Still going. Still in the Van Gelderland, but for some reason that guy doesn't have it. I know it's only active if you're Old Norse rather than Reformed. I'm just surprised. And then we have Saberbane. Where is Caitlyn? Living descendants 5. Oh no, it says there 10. Okay. A lot of these have died out already. Sveta the Wolf is gone. That was the lady who formed Bulgaria. And Dumnuth the Boar, that was the giant in Brittany. Couple of saints. I need to be careful. We still have 4 relatively young people. The Van Gelderlands don't have it though. It's left them. I wish you could see how much health someone had. Yeah, that would be nice. The god of Bloodline is a master philosopher and art patron. Oh, cool. Hey, Dark Engineer. Good to see you here. And the previous character was made a saint. Nice. Time to be the immortal lord of the reformed Tengri horde, laying waste to the civilized world. Yeah, I mean, it said that physical damage can still hurt us. So I may need to stop leading this stuff myself. Which is a bit of a shame because I'm so good with Martial, but actually the overall stats of this guy is pretty high. So we've got a good character for it. It's unfortunate they're not a genius, but hey, I'll take it. Also means I need to be a bit careful with dueling. Which is unfortunate considering we'll need to have at least one duel. I wonder if you can found 2 Bloodlines. What happens if we complete the legendary quest? Oh, you wanted me to fight Nagashan. You know what, that's probably doable. I do have a lot of cultural tech. We could get level 3 legalism. Do it. Could also got tolerance. Soon we'll get tolerance. You can have all kinds of bloodlines. Yeah, but can you have multiple from one character? That was the question. Ooh, 2 temples. Hello. Well, I guess we don't need to worry so much about getting the piety up. Steward died again. What is it with my really short-lived stewards? It's not the first time it's happened. Wait. And the quality of the stewards is frankly terrible. Apparently that's not a thing we're very good at doing. Hey Fred. You appoint councillor. And we'll set you to work. Building up the capital. As soon as I remember where it is. There it is. Right, the thing I'm saving up for right now, and before I do any wars or anything, is I want to build a temple holding. You are a chief, so I will keep you. You're random. Speaking of chiefs, let's go and get some ransom. This might actually raise me enough money to build the holding. Certainly putting me on the right direction for it. A new bird has arrived in the muse, and a new book in the art of writing poetry is in the library. I'll read the book. The poetry book is really inspiring. I can feel creativity bursting through my body. I'm an aspiring poet, and don't I just know it? God, I love poetry. Alright, I can now build the temple. Build it. And we can almost upgrade the holding here as well. I have encountered veteran Koza many times while carrying out my duties for the Eagle Warriors. It's always a pleasant occasion. We can talk for hours if the time allows because he never bores me. Cool. You've done your bit. Go and raid that. Just one more temple. Right. Oh, hello. Stephen Rules is going to be a great fighter. Keep raiding this stuff. I love poetry too, when I don't have to listen to it or read it. Exactly! Poetry in a closed book is fine. So I have 3 regular bloodlines, and one small branch of the family somehow picked up Attila and the Bulgar one. Nice. The Bulgar one is Attila. Oh yeah, my artist bloodline makes poets like me plus 10. My modest attempts to write poetry are never meant to be published in any way, but wherever I go, the bards and minstrels are singing or reciting my poems. Fame and fortune awaits. Alright. You can do another upgrade. How actually are the clans liking me right now? Generally pretty positive. Also, that guy from California needs to be taught that life is struggle. And I was building something, that's what it was. It's like, I know I was doing something, I just can't remember what it was. Wrestling, morale of armies, sure. Let's make our armies even stronger, that's exactly what they need. On the bright side, don't need to worry about piety resetting. This is true. This is very true. So I could actually take a focus other than theology at this point. Like, stewardship to make more money. Let's do rulership for a while. Because, yeah, we're still generating quite a lot of piety and we're still killing a lot of people. So, there's that. Alright, one of the advisors died. You're the least likely to be promoted. Let's gift you a bit of money. Although, with 4 of you loyal, we are now locked in. Speaking of which... I still can't do any of these. I think as nomads we literally just can't get rid of these. Absolute tribal organization is not nomadic. Yeah. Got the Marauders bloodline in the Viking game, +1 combat skill, +5 greedy opinion, +10 prestige, and increased chance of looting artifacts. 10 combat skill, nice. Oh, +10 combat skill, that's really cool. Alright, so how's the moral authority looking? It's 33, so it is rising slowly, but that temple's looted, minus 25% is killing us. And that's probably all the internal looting that we're doing. On the other hand, we are building a lot of temples. Huzzah! Dark Engineer, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub. Appreciate that. Welcome to the Mortlings. As my troops ransacked the castle of Nishapur, they discovered an interesting relic that she had hidden away. Gain ceremonial axe, bring back the spoils. What's the axe do? Prestige, feudal, city and tribal vassal opinion goes up. Am I still using my heavy mudblade? I am. So that's just like the scepter. So yeah, I think a war against Khotan. Well, no, let's go for Nagajan first, because that will satisfy my renown mission, and then we can go for Khotan. Or we could go and just absorb Ulungur real quick. I kind of like the idea of that, because it would allow me to grab that province. Oh no, that's in Khotan. It's this one. Almaty that I want. Don't really want any more maximum population. Morale of armies is nice. Pop growth and piety. Horse archer, offense. I do have a lot of horse archers. Let's do that. Absorb Ulunga. They've been a pain since day one. It'd be good to see them gone. This is true. I mean, they still have a chunk up there, but I think I can take all of this in one war. She's the genius, absolutely. Okay, so these two have done raiding. I think that the threat... Yeah, it's below 20%. I think we are ready to move on. Just kill their armies on the way out. Just a final humiliation. During the Battle of Merv, the enemy cornered Orge and murdered him. That's unfortunate. Right, so one thing I should do before we go to war is make sure that we have all the commanders raised. And how the hell are you a commander? We'll leave you because you're the Chinese dude. Alright, so... You're the guy who just... Yeah, you just died, so... You're not actually in that list. Go away. Ormuts. Commander of... Yeah, you're already a commander. You're not. And you probably shouldn't be either. Your trade's not really useful. Combat Hills. Yeah. You'd be good. I need 2, yeah. And you would also be good. Chancellor of the Papal Guards. I'm gonna guess that's a mercenary company? That's of course one thing that we've not done yet, is establish a mercenary company, which we probably should at some point. Okay, so we've just gained 2 more commanders. Shokin of Shokin's host has gathered a band of warriors in the intention to invade rough foreign lands. Go for it, Shokin. Mean Wolf. Life is struggle. The sooner you learn that, the better. Random courtier, go for it. Other random... oh no, that's a niece. Who is finally of age. Everyone has been trying to marry her. That's because she's quick, probably. Thrace is actually pretty big. Let's marry you off to Thrace. That's all of this. Ooh, Sweden is growing larger. Sweden may actually now be larger than Denmark. And by may I mean is. Mali's beating up Ghana, starting to secure the whole southern area. It used to be Ghana, Mali, Canaan, Borno. Nubia's still there. Africa, I think, has grown and consolidated. Arabia's still doing their thing. Anatolia's really consolidated. Such a random outpost. Nagarjun's still ridiculously strong. Novgorod has, I think, grown larger, but not in the ways that it needs to. Something is off with that Burgundy, but I can't put my fingers on it. Well, remember in this, the Kingdom of Burgundy is this area. It's not this. Should give some artifacts away to the vassals if not using them. No! I want to hoard them! Yeah, I probably should. Maybe... nah. Good. That's a giant Burgundy Britannia. Yeah, the Britannia is the nation I was playing as previous to this. Well, it wasn't Britannia then, it was still the Kingdom of Gelderland. But, yeah, they've done well. Hopefully you've got another... Wait, where's your capital? Oh, it's moved. Still Gelderland. Still no heir. Get an heir! Oh, the Black Death completely decimated you. Eee, yeah. Yeah, that was a thing that happened. They got the plague. We didn't. Wow, that annihilated the family. Flipping hell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of his siblings. I know they weren't... I think one of them wasn't Black Death. One of them was something else, but crikey.